We're
I
continuing?
think I think it does make a difference in our lives also. It says in Pasuk, "V'amech kulam tzadikim," and that means every yid has inside of him a tzaddik or a nekudas tzaddik, a certain part that never became nifgam by chet. We have a problem. We go through life. We go through life all the time. I'm giving a talk, so I'll call you back soon. We go through life, and we're filled with experiences, the past, mainly the past, and the present, and also worries about the future.
Rabbi Kaplan, say the beautiful poem from the Ibn Ezra.
Oh, so the Ibn Ezra said, don't think about all this, he said, because ha'ovar ayin, it's not here anymore, the past. Ha'osid adayin, it's not here either, it's still gonna come. Ve'ahova, the hova now is keheref ayin. It's just for one split second. So im kain, daiga minayin, what's there to worry about? It's so simple what the Ibn Ezra is saying, yet it's so hard to be mekayim it and to live that way is very, very hard. If we should stop and think of our what are the thoughts that go through our mind when we're not consciously thinking it, they're just those that are running through by itself. I feel in myself the most I think I could say maybe 90% of the thoughts are about the past. And sometimes I feel that something happens and it triggers in me a thought that it awakens in me some story that happened 40 years ago. It could happen where either I made a fool out of myself or somebody else made me feel like I'm a fool, or I did something stupid that I feel myself that's stupid. And I start thinking about it and I start eating myself up about it because of the past. But the Ibn Ezra says, push it. However, it's not here anymore. But the problem is, it's not here anymore. But in our consciousness, it's still here. We still, the feeling that we felt when that thing happened in the past, that feeling is still within us. And when we remember that feeling, what we felt then, we feel bad just like we felt then. But Ibn Ezra is saying, but that's wrong, because since the event finished, don't arouse that feeling within you. Don't live in the past, live in the present. I once heard from Rabbi Meir Zilberberg, he said that I don't know in the name of who, that it says that Amalek, he covers up the Vov and the Hey of the Shem Havai of Hashem's name. And it's Ein Hashem Sholem. So it's only instead of Yud Kei Vov Kei, it's written Yud Kei. The Yud and the Hey of the Shem Hashem is written. But the Vov and the Hey is not there, because Amalek is covering it up. What's the difference between the Yud Hey and the Vov Hey? The Yud K is the letters that you write Yeh. A Yeh is Yud Hey. And what you write Hoyo with, a Hey, Yud Hey is Hoyo. It was the past and the future. But then the Vov Hey of the Shem Havaya, if you want to say Hove, then now you need a Vov. Amalek covers that up. Don't think about this minute now. Think about the past and eat your heart out and be misyayish and feel like a nothing and feel like a failure and give up, all because of thoughts of what happened in the past. or think about the future, what you would like to be in, what you would like to reach, and what level you would of ruchnius you want to reach, and be miyaish, I can't reach it. That's what Amalek allows you to think. The HR of the Satan. But to over this present minute, let's say, and let a person say to himself, what do I care what I did, and what do I care what I will do? What am I mechuyev to do in this minute? Let's say to make a bracha. So just be happy. I'm going to eat food. I'm not going to eat it like a goy eats it. I'm not going to eat this cracker or this apple like a goy eats it. Just catch it and throw it into my mouth. I'm going to first bless Hashem that He gave it to me. I'm going to call the name of Hashem over this food. And the Reishis Chochmah talks a lot about how that when you make the bracha, you're arousing the nitzitz of Kedusha, the spark of Kedusha that's in the food. You're waking that up, even though the gashmias of the food is hiding it. And that spark of Kedusha that's in the food, that's what's going to go into you, and that's what's going to influence you from the eating. Not just it's going to give you health, it's going to give you holiness also. That's what the bracha, and we were zochet to do that. Hashem gave us the opportunity to do that and make a bracha. So focus on that, what you're doing now. Let's say I'm a failure, and let's say I'll be a failure, but let's just think about the now. If you do that, so you break away from the past and from the future, and you live in the present, and that can bring simcha to a person. I'm saying that's the nekudas tzaddik within the person himself. The nekuda, everybody has in him a nekuda that's called tzaddik, that he's a tzaddik. Where is it, that nekuda? It's in the present, because if you could, let's say, it's very hard in Gashmias to picture such a thing. You could cut away the past and cut away the future, and just have the present here. The present is not pogum. It's not blemished from the sins that you did, because in the consciousness of the person, it's not influenced. The Binsai Pshat is like this. I'm saying something deep over here. A person is a Bala Vera. It's as much as the Chet is as much as the Hashpah, the influence of the Chet is influencing him. And the influence is so strong as much as he feels it. But if a person could focus on the present and not feel the pagam of the past, the mistakes of the past, so in that he's pure. He's not letting the influence of the past to influence this rega now. So I'm saying that's where the nekuda of tzaddik within the person lies. I'm saying, like, just like in the story of the Chofetz Chaim, the Bezin Shalmala relied on the tzaddik, that whatever he'll say, that's going to be the madrega of the chet of that butcher. The same thing in the person himself. As much as he is mechazik himself, to live in the Hoven, to worship Hashem according to the present, so he's strengthening the nekuda of tzaddik that's within him, and that's the strong thing. And then it's as if it's decided that that's what I am. That's what I am. I'm a tzaddik. That means if just like over there, the tzaddik has a koach to say for the world, to say for others what's going to be, what they did, how their tikkun is, so a person for himself can use the nekud of tzaddik within himself to tell him what he is. And with that you can clean yourself and become pure and be holy and get out of the rut that you're in by living like this, by living with the Eben Ezra's over ayin ve'osid adayin. To remember that all the time, So then you can paskin on yourself. You can decide what you are, that you're a tzaddik. And then you could break out of Dova, break out of the Osid, and be mekayim in yourself, amech kulon tzaddikim.
Yes, Rabbi Kaplan, you finished?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Kaplan.